Welcome to the online video teaching from Sri Shankaracharya Vidyalaya. Hope this video will find definitely in your high spirits and best of your health. Today I am going to discuss about the second part, that is the part 2 from the physical features of India geography chapter 2. Earlier we have read about, in the last video I have discussed about the theory of the plate tectonics and about the Gondwana land and about the Himalayas, that is the formation of the Himalayas, that is uplift of the Tethys Sea, and also the Peninsula Plateaus. Now today we are going to study in detail about the major physiographic divisions of India. Among the major physiographic divisions of India, that is the Himalayan mountain, the northern plains, Peninsula Plateau, the Indian desert, the coastal plains and the islands, we are going to discuss. Number 1, the Himalayan mountain first. So, Himalayan mountains, it is geologically young and structurally folded mountains which run along the northern borders of India. The range run from west, from Indus to east direction to the Brahmaputra, covering a distance of 2400 km, representing the loftiest peak in the world. Let us see the next video. It's a picture. You can see the Himalayas that is given. It is the concept place, that is where it is placed actually. It is in the north to northwest, continuous moving. The ranges, once you move to these ranges, they are beautifully scenic beauty, having scenic beauty with the ice and high tall mountains with snow covered mountains. Now the longitudinal divisions of the Himalayas. The width varies from 400 km in Kashmir to 150 km in Arunachal Pradesh. Altitude variations is greater in the eastern half than those in the western half. So longitudinally, if you divide Himalayas, we will be dividing this Himalayas into 3 major divisions, that is the greater or inner Himalayas, we call it Himadri, the lesser Himalayas of the Himachal, and the Shivaliks. This is one of the pic from Himalayas. You can see beautifully pictured. We have lot of pictures from Himalayas, so I have selected one for you. It is the snow-clad mountains. You can see all through the year it is covered with the snow. Now Indian Himalayan range. Himalayas are the youngest fold mountains in the world. The Himalayas about to or cross 5 countries, that is Bhutan, India, Nepal, China and Pakistan, with the first 3 countries having sovereignty over the most of the range. The Indian subcontinent range has 2 parts, the Karakoram, that is the ranges with the Jaskar, Ladakh and Pripanjal, and the Himalayas. The Indian Himalayan region is a range that spans 10 states of India, namely Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura, as well as the hilly regions of 2 states of Assam and West Bengal. The Himalayan ranges has 3 important ranges. Just now I said about the mention the names, the Himadri, the Himachal and the Shivalik. About 2400 km in length and width of 240 to 320 kilometers. So these are the 3 parallel ranges, Himadri, Himachal and Shivalik. So the greater Himalaya is known as Himadri, the middle Himalayas, the Himachal, and outer Himalayas, the Shivalik. This name should be remembered, and it is easy to remember once you go through this chapter. See, this is the picture. Once again, I have taken only the part of the northern part, northwest part, how these Himalayan ranges are seen, the Himalayas. The brown color are the ranges. Let us see how the ranges are placed. So number 1, the great or the inner Himalayas or the Himadri. So it is the northernmost range and most continuous range consisting of the loftiest peaks with an average height of 6,000 meters. It contains all famous peaks. The folds are asymmetrical in nature. Asymmetrical means not symmetrical. The basic part of this Himalayas is composed of granite. It is a type of, you can see, it's a hard mineral rocks which is say granites. It is perennial snowbound and a number of glaciers descend from this range. Perennial word we have heard during the reading of the rivers, because perennial rivers, that is all through the year they having the flow of water in it. So because they are having flow of water because of the snow-clad mountains, they melt and they are providing the water all through the year. That is one of the major cause of calling them perennial. That is the rivers that is coming out of the Himalayas, rivers or the northern rivers, they are mainly perennial. It lies south of the lesser Himalayas or the Himachal. Next is it lies south of Himadri, forms the most rugged mountain system. It mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. The height varies between 3700 and 4500 meters and average width is of 50 kilometers. The longest and the most important ranges are Kripanjal, Dauladhar and Mahabharat ranges. Famous valleys of this range are Kashmir, the Kangra, Kulu valley in the Himachal Pradesh. This range is also famous for hill stations. So next is this is the outermost range of the Himalayas. It is the Shivaliks. They extend over a width of 10 to 50 km and have a height varying between 900 and 1100 meters. It is composed of unsolidated sediments brought down by the rivers from the main Himalayan ranges. These valleys are covered with thick gravel and alluvium. The longitudinal valley lying between the Lesser Himalaya and Shivaliks are known as Duns. These are the terms, new terms you are hearing. Now like this, Dehradun, Kotli Dun, Patli Dun are some of the well-known dunes. The Himalayas divisions on the basis of region from east to west divisions have been made by river valleys. This is also one kind of division that is made by the river valleys. We can see these are the Punjab Himalayas, Kumaon Himalayas, then Nepal Himalayas and Assam Himalayas. Let us see what it says. Punjab Himalayas, the part of Himalayas lying between Indus and Sutlej, from west to east respectively, regionally known as Kashmir and Himachal Himalaya. Kumaon Himalaya is the part of the Himalayas lying between Satluj and Kali rivers. Next is Nepal Himalayas, the part lying between Kali and Tista rivers, and the part lying between Tista and Dihang rivers, the Purvachal and the eastern Himalayas and mountains. It is also called the Assam Himalayas. So these are the names and it has been divided accordingly. You can say the Purvanchal or the Purvachal or eastern Himalayas, Purvachal or the eastern Himalayas and mountains, the mountain ranges in the eastern India, it is marked by the Brahmaputra. The Himalaya bends sharply to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of India after Dihang Gorge. These hills running through the northeastern states, that is Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura and eastern Assam states are mostly composed of a strong sandstone which are of sedimentary rocks. Okay. So these are the part we can say of the Himalayas. Now eastern hills. Hills are covered with a dense forest. It comprises the Patkai Hills, Naga Hills, Manipur Hills and the Mizo Hills. So if we say about the difference between the greater or the inner Himalayas, lesser or middle Himalayas, and outer or lower Himalayas, there are so many differences we can take out from this. That is, the greater one is the highest mountain range of the Himalayas. Middle are situated in the south of the Himadri. This is the, and lesser is the, this is the outermost range of the south of lesser Himalayas. Number 2, greater Himalayas. These ranges have an average height of 6,000 meter. These are having, middle one having the average height of 3,000, and lesser one, these discontinuous are and lesser Himalayas in the extreme end, and the greater one more, the highest peaks are situated in this range, that is the Kanchenjunga. Then we can say or in middle Himalayas, southern slopes of, we have the hill stations like the Simla, Darjeeling, and in lesser ones the average height is about 1200. Now the greater Himalaya, the source of Ganga and Jamuna, they don't have any sources, and the several elongated rivers, they go from this, they are coming out of these mountain ranges, and they are also called as dunes. They are called the, just now we discussed about the dunes, that is, for example, Dehradun and Kotledun and etc. These are the places which are very famous and as are named as dunes. So this is all about the Himalayan ranges, and next we are coming up with the northern plains in our next video. So for that time, have a good time. Bye. Thank you.